Uh, as we know that there is a Mujaddid or a reformer at the beginning of every century, uh, do we need another Mujaddid for this century? If we talk to non-Ahmadis and tell them that till the Khilafat is established, there is no need of any separate Mujaddid, they are not satisfied.
Well, what can satisfy them? The counter question should be, produce us the Mujaddid of the 14th century and the 15th century. Two Mujaddideen are overdue now. Where have they gone? And the same is a question which should be addressed to Ghair Mubahin. They said Masih Maud was a Mujaddid, no more. And we say, all right, where is the Mujaddid gone of the 15th century? He hasn't come. And you have so completely deteriorated that do not agree with each other even on the question of who is the president of Lahori Jamaat. So who will be the Mujaddid? The very act of God has proved that no more of Mujaddideen. And as far as the clear-cut statement of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah is concerned, it is so clear that for no Muslim there is any room to think otherwise. Describing the advent of Masih Maud the Masih of Maud, he said, ثُمَّ تَكُونُ خِلَافَةٌ عَلَى مِنْهَاجِ النَّبُوَّةِ. If you read the whole tradition, you will be surprised to find that he has mentioned Mujaddideen as well before that. Having mentioned the Mujaddideen, then he says, then Masih would descend. The advent of the promised Messiah would take place. What would happen then? He says, ثُمَّ تَكُونُ خِلَافَةٌ عَلَى مِنْهَاجِ النَّبُوَّةِ. Then the institution of Khilafat, on the style of prophethood, would be reinstated. And no Mujaddid is ever mentioned after that. In another tradition, when he speaks of Masih Maud and the ultimate victory of the message of Islam through his hand, he goes on describing that the first of all, long period of peace, religious peace, after the goal of ultimate victory of Islam is achieved. Then, after a long period, we don't know how much, Hazrat Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam describes, then the wind will begin to change from good to bad. And it will continue to become bad and worse until the end of the day, end of the period of the age. The end of mankind is what is meant. Then everybody would have become sharif, or vicious, or wild. And as such, no good man will be left on earth. Then God would send one warner, another warner who would not be listened to. And then the entire life on earth, human life on earth, will be finished. Why does he not mention any Mujaddid? No Mujaddid is mentioned. So, Khilafatun ala minhaj al-nubuwah is mentioned after the Messiah. Deterioration after a long time is mentioned, but no Mujaddid is mentioned. So, from that it is very clear that between the period starting from Hazrat Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ending on Masih Maud, there would be Mujaddideen. After that, Khilafat will continue, and if there is any need for tajdeed, Khalifa would be more appropriate to do the job than any other rival appearing here and there and starting a new movement.